questions about body lock passing, where you get past the legs, but you're just getting stuck low down on the, maybe you're still stuck on the hips, on the legs, framed, pushed, posted on, and you can't get any higher. And then you move, you get stuck back in guard or swept.
So the thing too is, like, I think a lot of people, they think about body lock passing, but they're not actually getting the body lock, and then they're just like down here, almost like a rugby tackle. Like I just double like Matt or something, and like we're in this position. Matt has all his frames available to him. And then from this spot, it's very hard for me to climb up if Matt halfway knows what he's doing, especially if he starts like sitting up on me. Yeah, and then like this is really bad now. So, in order to do a good body lock pass, the secret is one is like, from down there, you have to climb because you want to anchor yourself higher. So you want to be like past his hips when you anchor yourself, when you get your lock. And then I'm gonna do different things to clear the legs. But if I'm getting my lock down here, this is not a very efficient way to pass the guard. So one is just forcing the lock higher, especially he's on his hand, he's doing something, and I'm gonna come here. Right? Now I'm gonna start working and start driving and flattening that out. And now whatever my solution is gonna be to get past the legs. But it's just about getting my lock above the hips, and now I'm anchored higher, and now I'm gonna start working on my passing sequences to get through the legs. But whenever you get anchored down here, this is a long distance to cover. And then if we're doing no-gi, especially, it's like a lot slippery for me to start climbing up, and then I start walking, and I'm like working from a deficit. So it's gonna be really hard. So work your footwork, work your setups, and then you just like, commit to the pass higher. So now I'm in a better position to start coming through and getting through the legs. Either smashing or clearing one leg at a time, whatever you're gonna do. Whatever your passing style is gonna be, but yeah, anchor it higher. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, it's kind of like a weird wrestling scramble where the guy on top is gonna be like, nope.
Yeah, if you're so low, my frames feel like a comfortable distance, like they're the right length for my limbs. I can frame. When he's up here and I try to frame, you'll just see this awkwardness in my posture where I would try to scoot myself out again to put you there. If you are getting stuck down on the legs, I mean, just climb up. You gotta figure out how to climb up. Like, so you have any tip if they are, for whatever reason, maybe almost there, but like not quite?
Yeah. So one is just hugging the legs is not gonna help you. So you gotta start getting grips higher, whether it's the hip or the shoulder. But then this kind of like, you don't want to reach too much and get it exposed to like straight arm bars and stuff. So here is just getting your chest higher. So don't think about climbing with your hands as much as getting better chest positioning. So if I'm here, I want to get my chest high. Once my chest is a little bit higher, now I can move my hips up. Now I'm in a much better spot. Now I can climb up, and now I can start trying to flatten that out. Now I can start working on my passes. Same if we're here, Matt sits up, and I'm here now. I have to switch angles on Matt. I either gotta go around front and flatten him out, or I have to try to switch the angle and get behind. And now I can get a seat belt. And now we're working on that whole climbing thing. But definitely try to start your sequences higher. Mm-hmm. The higher you are, the easier. There's like, less distance you're gonna have to climb. And start higher, and then you just create good angles, and like you just think about chest position and climbing your chest higher and higher. Because as your chest comes up, you're gonna be able to move your hips. As you move your hips, you're gonna be able to deal with the hooks or whatever they're doing with the legs better. And then you just get good angles. And we talk about like sit-up scape a lot. It's just dealing with, they're gonna be sitting up on the shoulder and like, framing and trying to get the legs back into play, and then you're just dealing with that.
Mm-hmm. Well, that should give you some things to work on. Give it a shot.